welcome to my channel Cake. I'm your hostess Suzanne. Today we're going to be making this beautiful cookies and cream candy cane cake. If you'd like to know how I made it and how you can make it too, just keep watching. Okay, let's go ahead and get started assembling this amazing cake. I am truly so excited to be doing this video today. This cake is amazing. I had visions of these flavors coming together in my head. I decided to go ahead and try it and it turned out amazing. So we're gonna do it again. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the things you're gonna need. I'm using a turntable, just makes it a little bit easier. I have a non-stick pad here that just stops my cake board from moving around on the turntable. I have 3 layers of 8-inch cake. It's the white cake, and I've added just 1/4 of a teaspoon of peppermint extract. It is amazing. I will leave all the videos down in the description box below for this cake. I've not made a video just for the peppermint cake, but just add 1/4 of a teaspoon of peppermint extract to my white cake mix. And that's how I got here. And of course, you guys know by now I like to freeze my layers. I made a batch of American buttercream, pulled some out, put it in a decorator's bag, cut off the tip. This we'll use for our dam. Cookies and cream filling, yum! I just made this video on how to make this. I will put that link for that video down in the description box below. And some chocolate ganache. Again, I made a quick short video on how to make it, and I'll link that one as well. Let's go ahead and start assembling this amazing cake. I'm going to put a little bit of American buttercream on my cake board. That just stops the cake layers from moving around on the cake board itself. Just a little bit. You guys can freeze your layers up for a few months. I usually make my cake layers a week in advance. I try to pick a night where I don't have anything else going on and do all my baking and just wrap them up each individually, and they are perfect. They really are. I've done it for years now, and it's the best trick I can give you. Let's go ahead and center this on the cake board. And I like to do this by pushing my fingers like this all around the cake, just to make sure you can feel where it is on the cake board. Push it down, give it a little squish, squish, jiggle, jiggle. And now we're going to create a dam. A dam is just so the fillings don't get out into the final coat of your frosting to make it look all messy. So we're going to create a dam. And I actually pulled this buttercream frosting out before it was as thin as it needed to be, so it's a little bit thicker and more dense than the rest of the frosting will be. Make sure you close off that dam. Next, we're going to add some chocolate ganache. Yum, yum, yum. Let's go ahead and spread out this chocolate ganache. Now for this amazing cookies and cream filling. This really doesn't spread too easy, and since the ganache is underneath it, I'm just going to plop it on and kind of push it down. Once you have the cookies and cream filling covering the ganache, just go ahead and make sure it's nice and flat. A flat-ish. For the next layer, we'll go ahead and set it on top of the first one. Little shake, shake, jiggle, jiggle. Make sure it's on there straight. And for the final layer, we're going to turn this puppy upside down because the bottom is flatter than the top of the cake. A little squish, squish, jiggle, jiggle. It looks like I was a little overzealous with the ganache. Yum, yum. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up a little bit and add more buttercream frosting there before we stick it in the freezer. I'm going to put it in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll do the crumb coat. See you in a second. I just took this amazing cake out of the freezer. She was in there for about 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and give her a crumb coat. A crumb coat is just a thin layer of frosting just to seal in those crumbs on the cake. So when we do our final coat, we don't have any crumbs. This is my American buttercream, and I took about 8 Oreos, took out the centers and put them in my blender and just liquefied them is the button I push just in crumbs, and I added it to my buttercream, and this is how I got my cookies and cream frosting. The reason we put our cakes in the freezer is they're so much easier to work with. If this was not semi-frozen, it'd be all over the place, and I'm using a good amount of force. I like to scrape it off every once in a while and then just add it back onto the tip of my offset spatula. We want to fill in these gaps right here with our frosting to make it all nice and smooth like this. This looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the freezer for another 20 minutes before I do the final coat. See you in a second. It is time for our final coat. Just use the same process as you do for the crumb coat, but we just won't take as much off. I typically start on the top. You don't have to. I think this cookies and cream frosting is so beautiful. I love it. It's just so different from the regular buttercream frosting or a dyed buttercream frosting. I love it. I love the texture and the color of it. Oh, and the taste. Let's go ahead and get our bench scraper. We want to keep our bench scraper nice and level so we don't have a tilted cake either way. I'm just going to set it on my turntable and have the side of this rest on the cake board. I'm not going to apply a lot of pressure. After going around a couple times, you can see where I need to add a little bit more. Right here's a couple areas that need a little bit of fill in, but it's not too bad. Put a lot on, scrape a little off, put some more on, scrape a little off. It's the process of decorating cakes, right? It's not a one-shot deal, which I love. Okay, let's go around one more time. Before we put the cake on its cake board, let's go ahead and give it a border with crushed up candy canes. Yum, yum. I'm just taking an offset spatula and lifting up this cake and creeping my fingers underneath of it. The goal is to get it in my left palm. Just like that. I just want a little bit of a border, like 1.5 inches or so. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just gonna put some in my hand and slightly touch it against the cake, like that. So nice and festive. We have a little bit of a mess. Let's go ahead and put this on its cake board before my arm falls off. The next step on this beautiful cake is to add the chocolate ganache, and I will link that video down in the description box below as well for you guys. And I did a little test to make sure it is at the right temperature, so it does drip down a little bit and not too far. I'm just going to use a spoon today. I have a little bit more control when I use the squirt bottle, but today I'm just using the spoon. I just like to go around the corner of the cake and then nudge some over. This ganache looks like hot fudge, nice and thick, yum yum. Go ahead and put the rest of this ganache right on top. I'm being careful near the edge because I don't want to add any more drips. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's so pretty and so festive, and this cake tastes amazing. So I will make sure I have all the links to all the videos to everything I've done here down in the description box below. Okay? The only thing I did not record is I dipped these Oreos about a third of the way into the chocolate that I covered the truffles with, and then covered them up with crushed up candy canes. That's the only thing I didn't record. I didn't think I needed to, but so that's what I did. I have about 6 of these cookies here. I brought out the cookies and cream filling, yum yum. I'm gonna go ahead and use it to build on for texture and for color and for height. So we have our truffles here. Some of them do have the candy canes crushed on top of them and some don't. So we're gonna add until we like it. Let's find the front first. Usually a front is forced on me. I like it all, honestly. I think it's all beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and just make that the front. So I want to build up some height back here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a scoop of our cookies and cream filling right here. I'm gonna take this cute Mac Daddy cookie and we're gonna stick it right in it. A cute truffle with a little bit of candy cane on it. This ganache will harden up a little bit. It won't become a shell, but it will harden up enough to keep all this stuff on here nice and secure. Right now it's a little moody. It jiggles around a little too much for my liking, but I know it's gonna harden up. Put a nice big mound in the back. Whoever gets this piece is going to be so happy. I think it's so pretty. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think about this cake down in the comment section down below. There's always that point in decorating cakes where you're like, is this enough? Is it too much? Should I keep going? When is enough ever enough? Do I need to put all of this on here to make it look pretty? I don't think so. I think I'm happy with the way it looks right now. Our cookies and cream candy cane cake is completed and I couldn't be happier. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really does mean the world to me. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. It's quick and it's easy, but most importantly, it's totally free. If you're a returning subscriber coming back to watch another one of my videos, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you like this video, please give me a big old thumbs up. And I would really love to hear from you. Please leave me some comments down in the comment section down below. I'm having an amazing day. I hope you are as well. Until next time, make it a great day.